Alright, today we're playing Light-Paws, Emperor's Voice. You know how I feel about mono white. Kind of struggle to keep up with your opponent in card advantage, so your goal is really to just close the game out just kind of fast, right? And he does that quite well. At least the one game I played against it, so here we are trying it. You play a lot of auras, pretty much every aura available to you in Historic Brawl, and they basically double up. You can cast Pacify effects. There's a Pacify on 2 and 3, and there's Faith's Fetters on 4, and there's a couple like weird Defender ones on 1. So you can attack your opponent's creatures while also still triggering his ability, because it doesn't have to target him to allow you to pull something out of your deck and put it onto him. And if you just do that initially, then you basically double up on the auras on him. So quite very fast, just kind of runs out of control. Almost as fast as Core Spirit Dancer. You could say faster, depends, because I'm sure in regular Commander there's some auras out there that just utterly destroy your opponent very fast. Core Spirit Dancer wouldn't be able to do that, but still, I crafted Core Spirit Dancer for this deck. I know I've gone this long without ever owning it, so here we are. I had SRAM already, but obviously another very good card. If you have one of these two in play when you're doing your thing, it is it's insane. It's probably the most egregious thing you can do. So we're gonna try to pull that off a couple times. We have Cataclysmic Gearhulk because he sweeps the board basically, except your commander. We're running the protection spells, even though protection from white doesn't really work because he'll lose all his auras. Still probably good enough, coupled with all the indestructible stuff, combat tricks, El Sayed, the Hound. Excuse me, both doges. They both basically do the same thing. You don't see this one played too much, but you know. Curse of Silence is an aura. So you can cast it on your opponent, obviously, or you can cast any of these other auras on Light-Paws, and you can just get Curse of Silence instantly, every game. I'm kind of hoping that's really good. Shutting down your opponent's commander consistently, super early, seems very, very strong. Same with Reprobation. We have access to this almost every game, given how the deck is built and how it operates. The mana base is straightforward. I didn't find a lot of lands I liked in mono white other than just plains. So, I mean, we're running the Graveyard Hate and a Scry one, but we'll see. We have some value creatures like Skyclave. A Johnny can reanimate Spirit Dancer and SRAM, so we're going to try that. Yep, Heliod's in here. He'll usually be online because all of your devotion is under your commander, and it kind of builds up very quickly, right? You cast one card and you instantly get another, so we're running Idyllic Tutor, even though technically this tutor's for you. Idyllic Tutor can find Heliod, which is nice. We're running Heliod's Pilgrim, and there's another one, Moonblessed Cleric, just tutoring for auras and stuff. And yeah, I think that is all there is to say about it. Got Slayer's Bounty in here, nice little value. We're running some of these card draw spells and permanent hexproof on our commander if that ever happens. See how that plays. And yep, let's play some Magic. Like, comment, and subscribe. Stream over on Twitch 6 p.m. Eastern. Let's go. Let's do this. Kind of excited to try this out. Don't know how it'll do. The one game we played against it, we died pretty fast. Oh, also, if you didn't know, you can type play Neo, Playneo, in the redeem code thing in the store in-game, and you'll get 3 packs of the new set. I had to go back and look at like older bonus promos because I had just stopped doing them and forgot about it. It's kind of a whoopsie doopsie there. All right, we're against Eutropia. That's an interesting name. Never seen this one. Enchantment is the battlefield in your control, counter on a creature, and then it gains flying. Okay, so very strange. I've never seen this. I will keep because Curse of Silence seems pretty good. We're going to Curse of Silence our opponent, naming Eutropia. Wow, my opponent is playing lightning fast. I like it. Alright, run out our commander, because that's what we do. We can fragmentize this. I don't really think that's ever worth it, though. Let's lead with this, see what happens. Okay. I guess they didn't have to counter the spell. Do we fragmentize this? I'm going to fragmentize it because it keeps our opponent off the board. It is like a 3/3, right? 2 cards you don't really see. You never see this command, and you never see this. Whenever you cast it into sorcery. Alright, well, we can very easily avoid doing that for a very long time. Enters the battlefield, tap. I'm just going to cast it to get going. I don't really care about the tap value. Just going to start doing this. It also pulls cards out of my deck that might not be good. Have to make sure the trigger does not get something that screws up my commander. Sure. Why not? Give him first strike. He's almost big enough to swing past the 3/5. They're not green-white enchantments. They're blue-green enchantments, so there's no O-ring effects, which makes this a lot easier. And yeah, we won quite decidedly there. Pretty cool. Alright. We also had a tutor for another aura. I don't think we were ever going to cast an instant or sorcery, so they probably weren't ever going to get a spider. That's kind of funny. Alrighty. Okay, the first sliver. This feels like a good matchup. Depends how many removal spells they're playing. We have all that glitters in hand, but I mean, technically you always have it in hand if you have a 2-mana aura. Yeah, we'll keep this. Got 2 lands. Yeah, this is fine. Play this and pass. Alright. Light-Paws. Light-Paws. Look at him. He's adorable, dude. Total Chad. Total Chad. Okay, so it looks like an actual sliver deck. So we can get out of, like, burn and prey upon range. It's just a matter of, like, hard removal. If they're playing every sliver, then... Okay, that's not a good sign. I don't think that's a good sign. Does not appear to be a good sign. Oh, no, that was a good sign, though. They discarded 2 slivers. Alright. We did not hit a land. Not too big of a deal, though. I guess I'll lead with this. See if we can close the game out as fast as possible. Take action. 2-minute aura. We can just draw a card here and give ourselves a bit of evasion. Oh no, it's not a land, no. Alright, we can discard this. Seems like one of the weaker cards here. 3-minute pacify. Okay, please don't kill it. We're probably screwed if they kill it, because we're like very far from recasting it. And then when I cast it, I have to like pass and like start over. Like it's hard to come back, right? But it's not impossible. Okay, so it is playing every sliver. It is playing every sliver. We can probably race that. They have 1 green that's untapped. I don't know. Oh, okay. Dig up. Sure. Looking for the last color of a basic, which I think has to be a mountain. No, it doesn't have to be a mountain. I guess it can technically be anything. Yeah, it can be anything here. Plains, fine. Might as well swing. So next turn they're playing the first sliver. Alright, we have protection or a land, but we already have indestructible, and I kind of want to keep casting cards, so I'm just going to do that. Vigilance seems really nice. Why not? And then we'll play this as a land and leave up fight as 1. Sauce them for 8. They're pretty much dead next turn. This is very dirty. This is great. This might actually be stronger than Core Spirit Dancer. Swords to Plowshares. Oh. I mean, there's nothing I could do about this. There's nothing I could do, right? Take action because it protection from white drops all the auras and that's that. Man, I wonder how many cards they actually have in their deck that answer this. That's just insane to me. All right, well, we need a land. We need a land to get back in it. We never really could realistically leave up anything to... No, we just never had the time. Leave up, like, Teferi's Protection. Well, we never could, actually, so... Okie dokie. That's bad. What do we do now? Try to kill him with Faithbound Judge? Seems... Is it impossible? It's not impossible. I think we'll die before we get there, though. I suppose I'll still play it. It's not terrible. It's just a 4/4 defender that will maybe cheese out a victory. Probably not. Vanishing Verse? Okay, dude. Alright. I got you. Yep. You win. There goes our cheese strat. That sucks. Feel like it's a really good matchup too. Oh well. Can't have a 100% win rate. Not yet, at least. When your commander dies, it's pretty tough. You get like what, a 1 for 5? You get 1 for 5, 1 for 6, 1 for 4. Did the value alone just feels horrible? I mean, that's a Voltron strategy for you. Kethis, okay, probably a difficult matchup. A lot of removal, I'd say. Not Kethis, I mean Kenrith, excuse me. We have all that glitters again. We have SRAM, which lets us keep up. I think we're gonna play SRAM before we do anything, probably. Well, that was really good. Okay, kind of have everything we want now, barring some sort of exile effect. I'm gonna play out my commander and swing. Okie dokie. Alright. Casting SRAM next turn, and then hoping it's good enough to do other things after the fact. I guess I'll play Slayer's Bounty. Okay. Why does it say submit 1? Why does it give me that option? That's weird. Okay, we know about a strange blue shrine in my opponent's hand. They're running in a ton of basic lands. Is this just a straight black... Oh, no, it's not black-white. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I'm going to replay my commander, because that's how we win the game. We're going to swing. We have plenty of things to discard and not feel bad about it, so... Can probably dump our hand before this matters, or just draw through it, right, with SRAM. Okay, they found more colors. Sure. So now we discard 2 cards a turn? Yep, let's put you... Actually, do we get this out of the way? Nah, I mean, we're gonna be so big, it just doesn't matter. We could spread our auras as well. There's not really a reason to put it all in the same creature, honestly. Not really. We can Curse of Silence, so they can't play Kenrith. But I think I'd rather give it Evasion. Does this let me swing right now? It does. I'm going to cast this. And then we're going to pass. No, wait. I mean, we're going to swing, obviously. Leave up our stuff here. We discard 2 cards this time, but we don't really care. It's kind of easy to pull that off. You and you. Okay, that is totally fine. So we just get it back. That's hilarious. Just get the same card back. Okay, they milled over a card that we're not upset to see. Okay, so we can get this... I don't think we can get it out of the way. We can get this protection from blue, but we can't make it big enough to kill them. I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So we're going to do this. Gonna put... Oh, wait. Glaring Aegis just kills them. Aha! Yes! Forgot about that. We have a weird tap down your thing nonsense to just pull out of nowhere. I don't know what my opponent was doing. It was like 5 color shrines. I have a Golos deck like this that I want to play at some point. It's running all the new ones. Of course, they had Vanishing Verse, but surprisingly, it didn't wind up mattering. That was a terrible mana base for what they're doing, though. Like, I doubt they got that unlucky, but like 4 planes in a 5 color shrine deck, and then having to draw them all is extremely unlikely. So they probably just had a ton of basics of like each. I don't know. Maybe they just want to play like Momir Basic or something. Every time I see these like quotation loading queue things, quotes, I think it's like an error or something. Oh, we're against a blue-green deck, right? That plays extra lands, so it's like a Zuza but worse. Sort of, you know. I guess it draws you cards later. And you're blue, so you're technically like better than the Zuza, but... We have a 3 mana aura, and we have a 1 mana aura, but it has to attach to an opponent's creature. I think that's still fine. No, we're just going to move on from this hand. We're going to move on. Alright, this is fine. I get to see some cards in their hand, maybe? They have some? That looks like they do. Hope of Geoper and Fairy Vandal, and my opponent instantly scooped. Okay. Sure. I can't say I was scared of either of those creatures. Looks like they're playing a slower game and they just can't deal with it. I wonder how popular this commander is. Is that like the second time someone scooped kind of fast? Seeing the writing on the wall, maybe? We'll take it. Oh boy, it's Kenrith again. We have All That Glitters again, and Sajiri Shelter again, and Selfless Savior again. Okay, I guess. Alright, alright. This is a what we call a repeating play pattern. Oh no, it's a command tower. A Dawn... What? Okay, I mean, at least it has to die for it to do anything, so... It's like a worse secure tribe elder, like in every way. Okay. It puts it into play at least, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm glad our opponent did not... Wait, they could have blocked with it first, though. Certainly, so what is this, like... No, Fatal Push doesn't even need to... Yeah, they could have just blocked with that, and... Wait, it is... They could have blocked with it, yes. Okay, so... We're gonna run... This... Actually... I'm gonna run this out first. And then... Probably draw a card with Angelic Gift. Yeah, let's just draw a card with Angelic Gift. Seems fine. So, I don't know when we're ever going to have the chance to leave this up, and I'm not going to miss my land drop, so I'm just going to play it. Sanctum of All. It's another it's another Kenrith Shrine deck. I feel like Golos is hands down the best commander for that strategy. So that's kind of strange. Alright, all that glitters. This kills him very, very fast. Also, I'm not sure what happens if you pull Curse of Silence out of your deck. I actually don't know what happens. We'll have to find out. And we can play this. So we now have double Indestructible up. They have to have an exile effect. There's no Sanctum that stops this. Or Shrine. There's no Shrine at all that stops this. You can find the blocking Shrines. Right? So if they bank on that working, I can just get it out of the way. They did not find one of them, so either they're not running them or they don't think they're good. They want to just find a different card here. I suppose it makes sense as well. I mean, we can get it out of the way with 3 cards in hand, not just this. Okay, they do not fly. They do not fly. So, opponent's just banking on me not having a single aura, which unfortunately we do. We're going to test out what happens if you get Curse of Silence. Oh, they scooped. Opponent. Opponent. I don't know what happens if you pull it out of your deck. Because it says it has to attach to Light-Paw, right? So, what happens with curses? I think I need Oracle text, dude. I have no idea how that works. I love how the Gatherer is not in the top list of the search, like of the search results. Oh, come on. What? Would I misspell it? It's literally Light-Paw. It's not. Oh, it's Light-Paws. Oh. Okay, it's not on the. It's technically not on the. I guess it's just not on the Gatherer currently. Well, then how did I see it? Okay, I guess it's not on the Gatherer? Huh. The new set, that is? At least not yet. It doesn't seem like it is, unless I have something that's not working. Let me just do some guesstimates here. What would happen? Light-Paw, if you cast it, search your library for an aura with mana value less than... Put that card on the battlefield attached to Light-Paw. So what happens when you curse? I'm going to assume nothing happens. You just put it on Light-Paw, and then it doesn't do anything. So I guess I was wrong about this always being in the game, right? Like you can't actually always have access to that card every game, which kind of sucks. But I mean, if you cast it, you still get a 1 mana aura to put on your commander. We're gonna find out one way or another. It's not like it pacifies my commander when I put it on it, so it's kind of like free to test it if I'm just going to kill my opponent. We're 2 seconds from testing it too. Oh, it's Madroltha. Alright, not many exile effects. A fair amount of removal, but... nope. Okay, we kind of have things going, but we don't have a lot of protection. Not really. Temple Shore. Oh no, they topped a card. Looks like we lose. There's also no insane evasive aura that like gives your thing permanent hexproof or something. I guess I could just put this here to find. Yeah, I mean it starts getting us through, right? Start beating our opponent down with this line here. I'll just play this to draw a card. I can draw 2 cards here, actually. If I get Angelic Gift. I kind of want to. Oh, we can get Spectral Steel, though. It just gives us access to things later. Alright. Pretty likely they have a removal spell. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, look, it's a removal spell. Alright, if we get to untap, we have Shelter up, so it gets even harder for them to start doing things, which is nice. Oh, come on! Come on! Madroltha, you don't play this many removal spells. Get out of here. Stop. Why do? Okay, so play this. I guess we're just all in on this 1/1 then. Fine. I can't leave up Shelter. They're just going to get rid of it. So let's see you kill this 4/4. You discard definitely Shelter. Actually, you can discard Pilgrim too. Oh wait, no, it has to be non-creature. Right, right. So I have to say this is totally reasonable. This might just kill you next turn if I have some crazy aura to get, albeit kind of unlikely. Okay, well that's easy. Kind of a free block. What's in our graveyard that's good? Aura, Aura-wise. Nothing really. Just go find something. All that glitters? Kind of good here, so we'll just do that. It puts them on a 1-turn clock, so seems solid. I will discard Pacify. Okay, so they can't play Madroltha. It has to be yet another removal spell. Good God. Man, all right. Kind of surprised they took that. Alright, let's try again. We don't have any evasion, though. We actually really have nothing. It has to be able to fly. I can't even answer their graveyard, so they're going to get, like, an aura back. And that's game. Right? I mean, I can cast this. It's not going to do anything, but... I can get a 1-mana... I can get... I can get this to tap something? I can tap Madroltha? But then they have 2 blockers, and then I can never really swing again. Well, I'm through Elspeth's Nightmare. I guess we'll try. It's really the only thing I can realistically do right now. So tap Madroltha and swing. Guess it's free to swing with both, though it's kind of an easy block on one of them. This doesn't do anything at all, does it? I think this is just not good. Alright, we pass. They can cast one of these sagas, but the one of them doesn't do much. Alright, they start drawing cards, I guess. Yeah, this one. We'll just discard a card. Technically, if we find evasion off the top, we can win. There's a fair amount of it, not like a ton, though. Of course. I think that was the only turn we had to pull it off. Careful cultivation? What? Why are you running this? What does it do? Oh, it has channel. Okay. I was about to say that's weird. Alright, so our options kind of got cut in half, because now they have a reach creature. We can't, like, fly. But there's still some left. What color is this? Just green, right? Okay, kind of risky. Well, they have 3 blockers. It's probably not risky. Oh, come on, dude. Is that actually 3 lands in a row? It is. He drew 3 lands in a row. So close, but yet so far away. Okay, moving on. That's insane. Opponent had an insane amount of removal for a Madroltha deck. I don't really understand. Or maybe they just didn't and they drew all of them. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. It's going to happen, though. You are mono white. You don't really come back, but we were super close. We had outs. We could have drawn an out and won the game. Oh, man. All right. Another thing about this commander is, in Historic Brawl at least, there's not a lot of like diversity of card choices because you don't have access, or you don't have a lot of auras to play. So it's kind of weird. I think we keep this. Do we keep this? What are you up against? Mono green? Yeah, we can keep this. I feel good about it. Mono green seems like a decent matchup, especially if we give this vigilance and it's hard for them to swing at me. With a Veil of Summer up? Oh, nope. They had something and they didn't do it. I don't know what it is. That's strange. You know, I never even checked out the basics. They're kind of cool. Okie dokie. That was a good draw, actually. It deals with their commander. So can we give this vigilance right now? Can't attack or block. So I can pacify this. And it does draw cards, right? Whenever modified. Well, technically, it puts lands in play, kind of the same thing. Yeah, we'll just pacify this. And then I'll find something. Yeah, let's get this, just to put another creature in play. And I guess give ourselves lifelink. So what does the counter do? Just give it hexproof, right? Yeah. So now it's just completely useless. The range of 3 and 2 mana pacifies is quite nice. The fact that they're not all on 2. Opponent could run some naturalized effects, but probably not that many. Given what they're trying to do is just like beat you to death and ramp and all this. With countered creatures that have counters on them and stuff. They're reading their troll. What can they possibly... Okay. Alright, so they have another wide range of blockers, but we have on Serra's Wings, which is really nice. Gives us flying, vigilance, and I guess a second layer of lifelink. And we'll try to close the game out super fast, so we're going to get all that glitters. Swing. There's no prey upon effects anymore. Naturalized effects aren't even that strong, because they only blows up one of them. It's not the end of the world. They can't get through to draw cards. Their commander does have reach, though. It does have reach. So we can kill it once. Why are you swinging? Okay, I'm just going to take it. Sure. I'm not risking that. I wonder what's in their hand that would make them want to swing right there. Some sort of death touch creature? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to O-ring their commander. Hey, nice. I really wish I knew what that card was. Might of the Masses? It gets +1/+1 for each creature you control, but that's only 4, so it goes up to 6. It still dies. Just swing a desperation attack, thinking this has no other purpose in the game. Whenever a creature you control, the counter becomes the target of a spell. Why would they swing? It has to be some sort of death touch creature or death touch combat trick that I'm not... I guess it's worth looking it up. What could they possibly have? Now, they were holding priority because of the activation on that one creature, I believe. But, there's no way they were bluffing, dude. There's no way. No. Death touch. Death touch is one word, right? Yeah. The only thing I can think of is death touch. Death touch, excuse me. My voice is going. Yep, I don't know. Probably just bluffing. Probably just bluffing. Kind of an easy win when your opponent has no removal. Which makes Scythus really depressing, because it has a lot of O-rings. Okay, so this is a 5-color deck, right? Is that what that is? Yeah, it's a 5-color deck. It's cool to see 5-color decks all over the place. It's just weird that they're all like shrine decks, and I don't think that's the strongest type of thing to do in 5 colors. But, you know, that doesn't defeat the purpose of just playing it because it's fun. Also, I will always say that Golos is just better than Kenrith and Kyodai. Like, always. So, there's that. Whoop. Alright, so they play Mardu Triome. I think it's like the least common one represented, too. Ooh, they play that down. Alright. So far it's just Mardu, no blue or green. Oh. Alright. Well, back to square one. It's actually kind of devastating when you lose your commander that early, right? It just slows you down an insane amount. Okay. That's not good. No reason to cast anything. I had no naturalize, right? Yep. Alright. I mean, it's all I do. Just need to untap with it at some point. They could even flash in their commander to block. That's only a 3/3 though. Okay, great. Here we go with the removal for days. We have no naturalize, right? No way to blow this up, no disenchant. Okay, so we have to put it to the command zone. I could, like, risk it, but that seems loose. Okay. I think I might cycle this. On their Satyr Enchanter. Because if I don't hit a land next turn, I'm kind of screwed. Yeah. Given this flying doesn't really matter. I just want to draw a card. Okay. Hollowed Haunting? Yup. Meat Hook Massacre? Okay. Whatever. Moving on. Opponent has all the O-rings. Can't do anything about that. They have another answer in hand too, so I have to pay 8 mana to cast my... We just literally did not play Magic that game. That's kind of funny. Is there a way to make this less fragile? I don't think so. I mean, that was turn 2. I cast my commander, and then they just answered it. If I was on the draw, they would not have been able to do that? Wait a minute. If I was on the play... If I was on the play, they couldn't do that because I can leave up shelter forever. So there's that. Alright, it's Kyode again. Except we have answers this time. Don't really have a strong aura, but that's probably fine. Okay, play that, play this, pass. I mean, I just have to play out my cards though, so I'll just pacify that. Unless I can make this big enough to swing. I suppose I can, actually. Yeah, we can do that. That makes sense. Take action. Sentinels. Yeah, Sentinel's Eyes. We can play Tragic Poet. And I think I will. Have 2 protection spells up. Hopefully they don't have a a white colored answer. Swords to Plowshares would be very bad. I think I still cast this, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, if they cast Swords to Plowshares. And so it seems like the only thing that matters is, does your opponent have an answer, like an early removal spell? And do you have a protection spell? And if you kind of meet both those variables, it's kind of just over. I don't know. Some people like this strategy. I can't say this is a fun strategy for me personally, but I still want to try it because it's new. But I don't find this mono-white Voltron. I don't find mono-white to be very fun, and I don't find Voltron strategies where you put everything on one creature and just smash your opponent for a million very, very fun. I'm not saying they don't have a place in the game. I just don't personally enjoy them. Okay, we have a disenchant this time. Let's see if we can actually hit something that's relevant. We're against the Mardu guy. Ishin? 2 heavens is 1. If a creature attacking causes a triggered ability to permanently control, it happens a second time. Okay. We will keep this. Opponent leads with a Plains Paladin class. That's not good. Opponent makes my shelter harder to cast. Quite substantially as well. They're also Mardu, which is an insane amount of removal. Usually. Although they could be very heavily creature-based. We have an answer to their commander, which is really nice. Does it matter which one I use? I just do this one. So we give a defender. Take action. I can hit them once if I... No, I don't really like that. I mean, it's kind of just free to do it, though, right? Yeah, alright. We'll just do this to attack them. Are we leaving up anything? We can't, because this. We just can't leave up anything, so... Yikes. Alright. Maybe they sink mana into Paladin class and we can blow it up later. Seems fine. Also, I might as well just cast this, I guess. This might just be better off being something else, though, because we kind of use all our mana. Oh my god, they actually did it. Wow. Okay. So now I feel pretty good about that choice. Just going to undo their whole turn. We can put this on it so it can't block. Keep the gravy train rolling here. It has defender and it can't block. That's really funny. We'll get this, because if my commander dies, I'll get a flyer, which might wind up being quite relevant. So it can't attack or block. I guess I should have just put the can't block one on it, because it doesn't really have an attack ability on it. Okay, so hopefully we can leave up shelter forever. Ugh. 2-2 this week, absolute roll. Never thought I'd see you playing a mono white deck. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Alright, I guess we're swinging, playing a slow game here. I'm going to leave up treasure map, never take myself off of shelter. Feel bad if they have swords at some point. Yeah, I just wanted to play it because it's new. And it's a mono white deck that doesn't run out of cards, so that's pretty cool. Well, usually. Attacks, other creatures get... Okay, so it just swings for 4. Sure. It's a 1-mana aura. Has defender and loses flying. Alright, we can just put it on this and then cycle through. Seems fine. Yep, take... oh, it's other creatures. It actually doesn't give itself the buff. Alright, so we'll put this here. Look for another aura. I guess this. Lifelink seems pretty solid. Oh, no, first strike, excuse me. The lifelink one is the other one. Yep, swing. Maybe I want vigilance as well, but until they have like a haste threat, I guess I don't really care. Or another one. Or something to like block. Oh! We have an answer for that, don't we? Destroy target creature with power toughness 4 or greater. Opponent's going to be real sad when I when I blow this up. With my the never comes up clause side of my card there. I feel like I win if I just leave up shelter, even though it's a bit slower. Wait, no. I just win if I cast this. Never mind. Yeah, no, I'm just dumb. Because we put that in, then we get all that glitters, and then it's it doesn't show it, but it's at 6, and then it gets plus. How do I look at all my? No, I guess I can't. It gets like +6/+6 or something. It only needs +4/+4. No, +3/+3, because again, it has 6 power when the Serra's thing resolves. Easy. Easy. Kind of a weird commander from the opponent, and they also didn't have anything except the giant dragon at the end, which we had an answer to. Actually, if we did not answer that, we were in a bit of a bind. that would have been a serious problem. I'm going to look for more combat tricks. The games don't last long enough for me to feel like casting Treasure Map and activating it is a good thing to do. So that's fine. Same with Cataclysm Gearholic. But I mean, you never know when this wins the game. You never know. Yeah, let's look for another combat trick. How do you spell indestructible? Bodyguard. That's fine. That's fine. We could run these. Like, there's this one and then the other one. Adanto Vanguard. If our opponent kills our commander, we can just start doing it with this. But it's way, way slower to do that. Way slower to do that. +2/+2 and indestructible. I mean, every time we have one of these cards, it feels good. So I'm going to just put that in. I'm going to drop probably Gearhulk. The game never lasts that long. And if it does, you know. Hey, Bastius, what up? Just playing mono white, I guess. Mono white. Oh wait, I'm not looking at cards I don't own. Whoops. Oh. 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 Hey, we got another one. Cool. Oh, is this good? I mean, it's at 3 mana. It's probably better than some of my auras that I have in here. I'm surprised I missed this. How did I miss this? Maybe the art threw me off? Probably did. Okay. I like that. So we can take out maybe another expensive card here. What's nice about this card specifically is it's like it's a pacify on 4, so I can get on Serra's wings, which is really nice. So I'm not opposed to playing this, but it might just be too adorable. We already have Faith's Fetters, which does kind of the same thing, if not just better. It can even enchant Planeswalkers. Oh yeah, Voltron, it didn't get a lot better, it got, like, viable. You couldn't really do it before, because you couldn't play, well, you could play SRAM. You couldn't play, Core Spirit Dancer. But you could play SRAM as your commander, which is similar, but yeah, it did get a lot better, but I think it got so much better, it's like on the table as a thing that you can, like, reasonably win a lot with, because SRAM was like, you'd rather just kill your opponent than draw cards if you're mono white. Celestial Mantle, it does seem good. Yes, sir. If that is the card that I just put in my deck, in which I did not read the name of it. So I'm just going to say yes. I'm going to blindly agree. Alright, we're against the worst Scythus. It turns all your stuff into O-rings. They are not short of removal, because all of their enchantments are removal spells when they cast their commander. And this hand does not have any semblance of protection. This might just be impossible, actually. I need protection. I need protection. For at least the crucial turn when they cast their commander. Oh, well, we drew a... Okay, this is fine. We have two things. Oh, they're on the play with this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well, that's not good. Oh, hey, tap land. Never mind. Didn't use it either. Sweet. Still really good, though. Play their commander next turn. I think it's better to lead with this. They're both just as scary, and if they kill this one, I'll have a 2-mana commander on the backswing still. Hopefully they just kind of play their commander, although I don't think they can, because it will die instantly, and they'll have accomplished nothing. Danitha. Okay. Scry 1. I'm going to scry before... Actually, do we want to land? I don't think we want to land. We have 4... Our deck stops at 4 mana. I was about to say, do I not have an aura? Are you kidding me? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do I not have an aura? Eye of Vectis. I'm going to run that out here, I think. I don't have a protection spell. Ooh, I do. I have Fragmentize, actually. But no, we can just play that later. I'll just cycle this Eye of Vecna, and it might wind up being quite nice. Opponent's leaving up a 1-mana card here. Could be a Veil of Summer, or I don't know. Don't know what else it could be. We have a good attack. I'm not going to respect Giant Growth. I could not swing. They do gain 2 life back. Maybe it's not worth it? I don't know. Play around Seal Away doesn't seem like a good idea either. Wait a minute. Is this a Voltron deck? Wait a minute. This looks like a Voltron deck. Okay, well, now I'm just completely punished for swinging because they get to put a counter on this Danitha. We do grow faster than them, but their creatures gain life. Do we pay for this? I think we do. Yeah, we're going to draw a card here. Okay, we can take them off their commander for another turn. Or just longer, that is. Yeah. Oh yeah, the curse is an aura, so I get to draw a card. I can't Fragmentize. So, I guess I just pass. This is kind of an interesting endeavor. This is very interesting. I need Vigilance, or I just need to cast my commander at some point, but maybe I just don't have to till they deal with this. I could just put both in play. It is solid to do that. Uh-oh. Alright, opponent has green auras. We obviously don't. I cannot do anything about that. I'm going to have to pacify that. Maybe I should have last turn, actually. Instead of drawing a card off of Eye of Vecna. I mean, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter how much life either of us have until someone just explodes and dies. So decline. Play this. I still have no... This is a 5-mana aura? I can't Fragmentize it? That's so annoying. That means they can Calyx it and put stuff under it. And I don't have protection because of course I don't. Alright, well, either way, I have to deal with this. Do I play my commander first? Yeah. I can just get the ball rolling with both, and... Yeah, we're just gonna do this, I guess. Okay. Calyx is just gonna farm me, though. Huh. Yeah, I'll just get Angelic Gift. I'll just draw a card, seems fine. I don't know what I can do in this spot. This seems like a really bad spot to be in. Okay. Yeah, they can block forever with these saplings. I think they get one on each upkeep, not just mine. We have a lot of pacify effects. Maybe we can get rid of one. No, we can get rid of this, actually. It's not really going to do anything. Yeah, it's each upkeep, right? Yeah. Technically, they can use Heliod to O-ring my stuff with Calyx, which is pretty good. They can O-ring under Heliod, and then, I don't know. You can't oh, you can. You can exile my enchantment under your own card. I don't think there's anything I can... Well, we're not dead. We're not dead. Actually, you know what? This isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. I can kill Calyx now, and I can repacify, because I have 20 million pacify effects in my deck. Not going to draw with Eye of Vecna. Decline. Well, that gives my commander hexproof, but I have to deal with this or I lose. So let's do that first. This demands 3 of the... Wait, I have to put 2 O-rings on it. Otherwise they can recast Calyx. Unless I don't kill Calyx, but that's a little loose. Teferi's Protection could buy me a turn. Could buy me a turn. Oh, it has Vigilance too. They can actually remove a counter immediately. But it still takes them off of doing... Like, they can't swing next turn. Alright, we'll put Spectral Steel in play. Killing Calyx does mean they get to recast it. But we have Teferi's Protection now, right? So, this isn't terrible. And it's all permanents I control, right? Yes, which means this O-ring has that same clause on it. And we pass, getting rid of you. No, we'll get rid of you. Oh, I have to get rid of 2? Eesh. Fine. This is a really weird game. Yep. They're going to go do it again, thinking it wins the game, but we phase it out so it doesn't get removal-did. We have protection, they can't swing. Oh, it phases out. It phases out, so it's technically not on the creature right now. But it doesn't... We have protection, so it doesn't matter. That's really funny, though. Opponent, for some reason, thinks this does something? I don't know. It looks like it reapplied all the counters? No, it didn't. Did it? I think it did. Task counters? I'm not sure. Interesting, though. We found Disenchant, so we can blow up this Verdant Embrace at some point. But I think it's extremely important I give my commander hexproof before it's too late. Maybe not. Calyx is cost 8/4. They can recast it again if I kill it, and I'm gonna kill it. So be it. I have to make sure I don't die too. I'm not sure how I get out of this, actually. The Saprolings will kill me. Kind of have to naturalize that Verdant now. No, I don't. This is tough. This is really tough. So they recast Calyx and do it again. Okay, we only need 2 mana on their turn, so I'm just going to run out a 1-mana card. I'll just run out a blocker. Okay. Did they not realize it taps when they do that? I guess it doesn't matter when you do it, actually. Core Spirit Dancer. Now that is going to be a problem quite quickly. Their own Rune of Sustenance. Okay. I'm going to disenchant this Verdant thing so the Saprolings don't kill me. That's why I play Mirror Shield. Just didn't put it on. Kind of have to disenchant though. The Saprolings are gonna just go too wide and I lose. Okay, so decline. We could just put it on here, but then we're not At this point, we kind of like have to. I need Vigilance, though. But I think what I need first is Lifelink. So we're going to do that. I can make this quite large. And draw some cards. I think we're just too low, though. Our own Heliod is nice. No, it's not, because they can just Calyx it. Calyx is so just depressing. Alright, let's do this. I mean, this is all I can do. I feel. Yep, take action, draw. Okay, we can put that on their card and feel good about it. Do we swing or do we not swing? We gain a lot of life, so maybe we don't just die. Yeah, we're going to swing. It's almost the same as not swinging, I guess. I don't know. I need a way to fly over their stuff. Or just have like a massive, massive court Spirit Dancer at the same time I do some crazy stuff. Tragic Poet can pick that back up. I'd also like an answer to their Spirit Dancer. What? Okay, so I guess it's now really good. But I can still pacify it, though. Can still pacify. We have 6 mana. There's no way to untap this, right? Enters the battlefield enchant. Okay, so they're forcing me to do this now. I guess I'll just put Angelic Gift into my hand. So we can fly over them. Can we kill them, though? They're at 37. I don't think we can. This exiles it, right? I can put this here and then, excuse me, pay for the ability on it and immediately exile it so they stop drawing cards. Might not even be worth it, but I'm going to do it. Well, what else am I doing? They can't block this turn. I guess I can just play Heliod. I actually like that a lot. Leave up Fragmentize. Okay, so we steal 14 life from them. Put a counter on you. I could put it on Heliod. Yeah, I think my Spirit Dancer is big enough. In anything to incentivize my opponent to Calyx, O-Ring, Heliod, and not one of my auras seems like a good thing to do. What is this game? This is crazy. We can fragmentize anything that is 4 or less, which is pretty much every aura, save like, I guess, 2. Oh, did I do die to a land, don't I? Did I mess that up? Yeah, I die to a land. Because they can play Calyx and O-Ring. They can O-Ring my card. I kind of forgot that was possible. What's going on? They could have O-Ringed my Pacify and just killed me, right? Oh, Fragmentize is a sorcery. Oh, I'm just a boomer. Oh my god, my bad. I guess they don't have a land, though. So we can fly back and just blow this up. How important is this mirror? The mirror might be important because our opponent deems it important. However, I have to activate this or I lose. So I got to make sure I have that option. So I'm going to Fragmentize Banishing Light. Put this back here. Put Angelic Gift on it. And then I can't really swing with anything else. I can't spend more mana. Gotta make sure I can do this at instant speed. Exile, yes I can. Okay, take action. I can force the issue by just doing it, like, instantly, or just waiting. But I think there's no reason to wait, because our opponent will never, like, truly go for it while it's sitting there, so... Do I swing with Heliod? They just block it. I'm not dead on the crackback, and this might just have them... No, wait, the Heliods bounce off each other. They're indestructible. It's just a waste. Alright, this game is taken to the skies. I guess I'll put it here. The counters when we both have a Heliod don't seem like a good thing. And we pretty much have to do this. So they stop drawing cards. Other than Calyx specifically. And I don't need this to block. I guess that removes Devotion, but Devotion's not super relevant. Looks like they got the mana to recast Calyx. They can remove flying. Okay. Put that many counters on this. When you gain life? Okay, wow. I need like I need my swords or something. I don't know. I need to get out of here with something. Curse of Silence? Okay, we don't really care about that. I don't think we're ever going to cast our commander again. But I guess it's free to just play it. Okay, so this becomes a 14-14, and then it gets another counter from Heliod, so it's like a 15-15. Wait a minute. If I can remove it from the air while growing my core Spirit Dancer, I win if they don't have anything crazy. Does this have reach? No. Okay, so can't block. So I can remove it from being able to block. And that's it. That's it. I think I got it. Oh my god. So we do this. They have to have no, like, fog effect. I don't find that to be likely, but it's not impossible. And then we play another aura. Doesn't really matter what aura. And I'll put it on, I guess, Heliod? Yes! Oh! Oh! Oh my god. Why are they running Danitha? How dare you? Aura and equipment cost one less. That can't be worth it. I mean, they're not playing Light-Paws, though, so there's no reason for us to run this card. Oh, yeah, dude. Demotion. There you go. Demotion's your fave? Demotion sealed it in. Now, I mean, technically this would have done the same thing, but we did need two auras, so we needed both. Yeah, remove that. Swing. How did we win this game? Oh, so if they ever... There was a turn. No, yes. They could have Banishing Light on my Dreadful Apathy. Dreadful Apathy. I said apathy. And, it would have removed it on the core Spirit Dancer, which would have swung. But for some reason, our opponent did not see that. We also beat their commander twice. Unfamiliarity with the matchup, I'm sure, was in our favor. I think we took more time to think about our turns. Our opponent said, "You're go" in one turn, and I'm like, I think there's actually decisions for once, and I was making them. And funny enough, our opponent actually made one of the worst decisions by not O-ringing the right target. They O-ringed the shield and then didn't, like, seem to have a follow-up to, like, have it matter that the shield left. So I wonder if O-ringing something else would have been better. I would have probably fragmentized anything anyways. Oh, GG's. I gotta timestamp that game, dude. Oh my god. I gotta timestamp that. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, man. Oh, too bad it was like in the middle of the video, because like usually when you make a video that's really long, most people don't watch the whole thing and might watch like the first few games to get a gist of it. Unfortunately, that was so far into the video that look at that, we won again. Oh, they didn't want to play, dude. They didn't want to play. Light-Paws, dude. Hey, dude, giving them the pause. Just giving them the pause. I didn't even play my. Wait, yes, I did. I played my commander once in that game, and then, as one would assume, Core Spirit Dancer is just absolutely insane. So you don't really need to play Light-Paws. You sort of have like three commanders. You kind of have Core Spirit Dancer, Saram, and Light-Paws. It's like Scythus that has like 4 copies of its own commander in the deck. Ah, feels good. Feels good. If we can consistently give Light-Paws lifelink, I guess we can run the thing that like doubles the counters when you gain life or whatever. Why does that card cost 3 mana? Whenever you gain life, put that many counters on this card. Isn't there a 6 mana enchantment that does that? No, it doubles your life total. It doubles your life total when you hit them. Doubling a creature's size every time it hits them seems very strong for 3 mana, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so we're against mono blue, probably a lot of counter spells. Maybe we can get through them. We'll keep something like this. Alright. Sauce him with the dog, dude. Sauce him with the dog. Yeah, play your commander. Oh, no. Alright, so now we have to somehow resolve cards? Brawl, huh? Why is Brawl not your commander? That's strange. I guess that means it's not, like, super relevant. Okay. Let's see here. I can put this on this. That's a huge tempo play. Feels good. Get an aura. Doesn't really matter. I suppose Vigilance is fine. I'd like to have this in play. And we swing. I'm not going to block. I can cycle this at some point. Might not belong in my deck. I don't know. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Like, at the very worst, you can just replace it. So, obviously, if they spend mana to do this now, I think that's a pretty good trade, because it's not like this can swing. Yeah, kind of weird. It can block, right? Just make sure. Yeah, okay, it can block. They're not a damaged-based deck, so getting these combat indestructible things out of the way early seems like a good idea. Okay, they just instantly traded. Yeah, let's cycle this. Well, alright. Guess I should have cycled first. Can still just cast it. Yeah, I obviously did this backwards. Yeah, I did this egregiously backwards. Flying seems like a good thing, so I guess I'll do that. A bounce spell is the only way they come out of this. I'm sure they're running a fair amount of them, but maybe not like a boatload. Okay, you can hit me now. There's a blue ninjutsu card. I can't block, right? Yeah, I can't block, but I don't think I care. Actually, I definitely don't care. We're winning the damage race. It boils down to having a bounce spell from the opponent. That's all that really matters. Yeah, let's just give this defender so they can't draw cards. Look for another aura. Another aura. I can Faith's Fetters as well. Might as well. Put it on this, I guess. Take action. Yeah, we'll make a 1/1. And then swing. They're basically dead next turn. Almost. Can I fire this up? It costs 5. No, I mean, yes, they're not totally dead. So 5, 6, yeah, it's not quite. Slayer's Bounty. Nice. Okay. They have a weird clone in hand. Cycle this. This is decent. This probably will never do anything, but this is alright. Protection, so I can... If it's attacking, create a token that's a copy of another target attacking creature. There's no creature that I'm scared for them to attack with in clone. So I'm fine with just swinging and maybe forcing them to block. But I don't think they will. Wow, they blocked. Okay. We're going to foretell this, and then we're going to pass. That was a pretty decent one. I mean, it stops ninjutsu post-ninjutsu. Yeah, God's Willing Sujiri Shelter. Untapped Twitch extension. I do not have that, I believe. Don't believe I have that. Protection from blue. Yeah, we counter the Karns. We counter this because they weren't actually dead though. But I mean, they don't get the extra turn because there's no legal targets when it goes to resolve. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. All right. Untapped GG. I don't know what that is. I know Aether Hub has a Oh yeah, you gotta download it. I used to do this. I used to do this when I was streaming like standard. When I was playing like hyper competitive, people were like, "Hey, want to see your list?" Because people were asking a lot. People that would come and go a lot. But I post it on YouTube now, so yeah, you know, I'll look into it though. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. I could just do the simple link thing, like you type exclamation point deck and it links you to the deck, and I'm like, oh, that's easy. But I don't know. I'm not at that point yet. At least I don't think I am. Obviously, it's helpful to just do it, but I'll look into it. Okay, so black, blue, Kaito, ninjutsu, probably a lot of removal. Spirit Dancer doesn't exactly block. Huh. I think I still keep this though. All I need is like auras. Technically, this can win the game before I die. Oh, wasn't expecting Typhoid Rats. Okay. Typhoid Rats, dude. Oh my god. Well, it's either a removal spell or it isn't. Don't see why he would have issue just not snapping it off. Okay, I don't know why that was hard. Don't get it. We're going to play Faithbound Judge. I think we're playing this next turn. Technically, you can win the game before our opponent does anything, but it has to do it kind of fast. This does not stop them from attacking with the 0/1, so I don't like doing it. Yeah, we'll run this out. If it flips, the curse will kill them. Probably before they'd be able to kill us, but it has to like do that. How does this card even work? At the beginning of your upkeep, has 2 or fewer judgment, put a judgment counter. Has 3 or more. Okay, so it like has to die first. Alright. I mean, I can block. That's kind of what I want to do. Put it in the graveyard and then threaten the lethal aura at some point way later, barring any counter spells. Yeah, it's hard for them to deal with it, so. Were they not expecting a block there? They're like, wait a minute. Well, still have a Phyrexian Arena just sitting there plussing away. They could minus if they don't have another creature. Oh, okay. I'm gonna yeah, we're gonna play this and then put this on it so it can't really swing. And then give myself some spicy aura here. Maybe just something that draws a card. Probably. Yeah. Or leaves behind a creature. Yeah, let's just do that. Put a creature in play that could start threatening their commander. They only have 3 mana still? They're missing lands, I guess. We have Shelter if we untap. We're kind of close to casting this. Sure. Seems like an early bounce spell. Like an early time to do that. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't just wait. Now it doesn't make a lot of sense to plus. Yeah, okay. They're probably going to block with the 0/1 because it's sort of free to do so. Okay, I can Faith's Fetters their commander, which is quite massive. Barring a Spell Pierce? Am I really going to respect Spell Pierce? No. Do you really have Spell Pierce? Are you kidding me? Oh, no. Oh, they don't have it. Oh my god. I was about to get really sad. Okay, so it might turn off their commander forever? Don't know how many answers they have to it. They just preemptively played Brazenbauer, which I'm sure they are instantly regretting. No reason to swing at their commander. I could put it low. I don't know how relevant 1 damage is. Yeah, let's hit it once, put it to 2 so they can't ever realistically go to minus it. And have it still live if I deal with this like 1/1 and they don't have an attacker or something. Seems fine. Found a land. Not double black though. 1 more land when we get to do this, if they're ever like tapped out. Which there's a chance they just never do. But they are kind of in a mana pinch, so maybe they have to. Makes me want to play this tapped next turn. I don't know how interested we are in giving protection at this point. Okay. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, turn it to your hand. Whenever a creature you deals combat damage, draw a card. That is not good. Opponent basically just played another copy of their commander. Draw a card every time they hit me. So that's not good. Mazemind's Tome seems decent. I'm going to run this out and draw a card immediately. Alright. Play you. What do they have at 1 mana? I don't know. It's not Wash Away. It's not Unsummon. I don't know what's going on. But our opponent found a way to continuously draw cards. I have to scry my upkeep for the additional land if our opponent decides to tap out. I think I'd just snap it off even if they don't. And maybe I should have just played this to guarantee it next turn. But I think whenever this resolves, it basically wins. I don't see them, like I said earlier, closing the game out before it would just kill them. It is 3 turns, so I've never killed anyone with this. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Oh, this does not make sense to me. This does not make sense to me. Okay, what are we doing? What's going on here? Okay. What are you doing? Dive down? Sure. You kill my 1/3? This does not seem like a worthwhile trade. They're trading Dive Down to kill my dog. My watchdog. Seems weird. It's not really doing anything. Unless our opponent still, like, is scared of this. But I think we're well beyond trying to win the game with our commander. Oh no! There goes our... Well, I mean, it was a tap land, so... I'm not upset that they take this. They actually don't take this, which is probably correct. Alright, come on. Untap land. Tap land. A decent land, but it is tapped. Alright, so do we respect the counterspell? Looks like they don't have a blue mana instant that isn't simply just a... I'm going to put their commander to 1, actually. Oh, dude, do I snap it off? I don't know. Wake me when it's over? Oh, it resolved. Oh, it resolved. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. We're going to probably pacify this token so it stops hitting me. Yeah, what better way to pacify a token than... Oh no, it pacifies my... Dude, for some... Oh my god. Oh my god. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's not very relevant. The aura is, though, but that was obviously extremely stupid. That was my bad. For some reason, I thought it just put it on their creature. I pacified my Light-Paws. It was bound to happen at least once. You gotta learn your lesson. Opponent, are you gonna kill it? No way. There's no way you undo this. What? What? Come on. Come on. Come on, please. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Alright, I mean, yeah. We're gonna block here. Right? Is it 1 or more? Okay, so it actually doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They only draw 1 card. It's fine. I mean, they can ninjutsu, right? Well, there's not really many ninjutsu targets. They're only blue cards. So. That's mad funny. Opponent just undid the pacify. That is so funny. We have Sajiri's Step now as well. But again, I think this curse is how I'm going to win. They could Tails End the trigger too, actually. There's a lot of answers to it. You have a counterspell? You left 3 blue up, so... Well, maybe not. Alright, we're going to do this. We're going to... We can do this at instant speed, right? Yep. Oh, whoops. Alright. We can pass. Yep. Yeah, it's harmless and no threat. Opponent's like... starts crying. Alright, well, we certainly win the Brazen Bower beatdown race. I will attempt to kill this in combat. After they choose to block. I mean, are they going to swing with it? They've been swinging with it. They've been making some insane decisions, so... Let's see what you do. Let's see if they say yes or no. If they say no... Wait a minute, I don't even have to give this protection. I don't care. I guess it distracts her opponent, so I might as well. Oh, okay. They're not doing it. They can ninjutsu... No, they can't yet. Oh, yes, they can, because the block... We're done with the blocking. Okay. Ninja deals combat damage, draw a card, sure. Oh, they picked up Brazen Bower. Yep, alright, so... As long as they can keep doing that, we're in a bind. We have to, like, pacify Brazen Bower. Yeah, we have to pacify Brazen Bower now. Alright, protection from blue... And then I guess I'll just draw a card. Brazen Bower is gonna... It's 3 or more, right? Yeah. They have to devote the mana to it, but it's... Wait a minute. No, this is... Does this go to hand when they bounce it? I think it does go to hand when they bounce it, actually. Yeah, I think it does. Because it's not going to the graveyard. So we can just, like, try again, I guess. Can Sajiri's... It's only creature, right? Yeah. Alright, so we're going to draw another card. I guess we're back on our original plan. Doesn't feel great, but... Yeah. I'm going to put this into... Brazen Bower. How do I deal with this forever? I don't think I can. Alright, we're going to do this. Not incorrectly use our Light-Paws this time. Angelic Gift to draw a card. I think amassing card advantage is a good idea. But so is just giving vigilance. And this is something that just can continuously happen, so... Can spread out my... Yeah, we can spread it out a bit. We can put this here. It gives it a... It's a solid blocker, like, forever now that I did that. Sure. Haven't played that card yet. We swing. Both our creatures have vigilance, and we're kind of stretching their resources thin now, right? Kind of. Brazen Bower, they have to cast that, so that's 2 mana there. And they have 3 more mana to play with. They've drawn so many cards and, like, just missing land drops. Actually, they've only drawn 1 additional card than us. Or seen 1 more card than us, I should say. I don't have a blocker for this. I cannot imagine you're swinging with this. Okie dokie. I could have tried to stop this, but I don't see that as being very effective. Well, I guess it was free because now I'm losing that card. They played what I consider to be one of the worst ninjas. They have to bounce my curse or they lose. But we can just try again. I'm going to play this because they have a way to make me discard. I can't really swing with my commander, can I? It doesn't have first strike? Oh, that's really annoying. Okie dokie. So how do I remove counters from upkeep? Okay, it just puts it on itself. Gotcha. Before it can start swinging. Alright, we have a ton of good draws. Have we seen a counterspell yet? No. We've seen some really weird cards, but no counterspell. Typhoid Rats is dope, though I like that. Turn 1 Typhoid Rats and just keep swinging with it. Draw a card off your commander. Probably a little too loose, though, because your opponent can just simply block it, and then like you just don't have access to... Okay, so this means they have a way to discard it. Otherwise, wait, no, that doesn't matter though. Putting this in the graveyard is like the same as not. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna trade with this, I think. And we want this to hit us so we can cast this from the graveyard. So this seems interesting. This, if it hits me, that makes a token that's a problem. Yeah. You're gonna ninjutsu this? Well, then what was the point? What are you doing? Okay. So they get this curse on them. Their creatures enter tapped. Yep, take action. I discard my judge, which is kind of good for me. Kind of weird. I'm going to windmill slam it out. And then I'm going to... we're going to keep this where it is. We could just not cast anything, actually. No, that doesn't make sense. Because we have to discard it if they hit us with this, and they probably will. So we'll just do this. Get rid of step and you. We don't really interact with our graveyard in any way. There's no way to get these cards back. I kind of want to just play this. Because if they do answer my creature, I lose it anyways. Maybe it's not the end of the world, though. Cultivator Colossus Maze's End with 98 lands. I can't say I've seen that. Can't say I've seen that yet. That's mad funny, though. Alright, we're just going to cycle this. I think I have to. I was almost hoping to just hit a land, but alright. They weren't going to block anyways, but... It has flying now. Maybe we can do something with that? I don't know. I don't know. We could have used flying to do something later as well. Oh, they're swinging all out. Wow. Well, I'm obviously going to block this, so... How many ninjutsu cards are there? Like, how many have they played so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good grief. They have so many ninjutsu cards, dude. Like, there isn't that many, and they've drawn, like, all of them. I think there's, like, 12 or something. I don't know what they're... Like, we still take the trade, though. Like, this hits me, but we still take the trade. Also, every time they discard a creature, I guess we're not too upset. I don't really care how much this hits me, or creatures aren't, like incredibly relevant. I mean, we even have this to protect our commander through this. Okay, opponent figures out how to... Oh, wait, no, we lose this. Oh, no, we don't. We don't lose this, because I blocked the discard thing. Okay, so you discard... You have to discard a creature to do this, though. But this isn't really doing anything. Wait a minute, what? Treasure token? They had another ninjutsu card in hand? Oh my god. They had, like, all of the ninjutsu cards. Yeesh. Alright, so they can play Brazenbower, and we're back to not being able to block it. So they can ninjutsu it again. Oh, no, now they can't because they played... They had another ninjutsu card? Okay, so now they have none. Which means it was a mistake. Because now they cannot pick up Brazenbower. This is probably a mistake. They are close to killing us. Don't let Tibble Trippery Colossus resolve to turn 5. Alright. Well, if I ever see it, I'm sure I'll learn quite quickly. Although it seems like a kind of difficult thing to pull off, but yeah, you never know. This gives this flying and lifelink and the ability to instantly block, so I probably should just play this. It's a 2/3 lifelink that can gain indestructible, can block that. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can play this and double block. I like playing this because it's indestructible. Yeah, we're going to play this and just pass. Opponent did get kind of close to actually killing us. Do we give indestructible? I think it's better than casting this. So they did get close to actually killing us before this would go off, but I think we have it... I think we can do it now. This is a rogue? Oh my god. It's a rogue. Okay. Pretty easy Alpha Strike. I block here, and I chump this. Yeah. And then I give you indestructible. Scry 1. Go away. We take 6. Alright, they have to kill us this turn cycle, which I don't think they can. Play this, get an aura, take action. All that glitters? Probably gains us the most life, and that's probably the most relevant thing I can do, so. Well, they're not dead, but yes! Yes! We gained 12, and they just died of this, right? Whether or not... I mean, if I hit them, they top deck an answer. Technically, they would just have me, right? Like, I have nothing going on, they start beating me to death, but I just have to untap and I win. They made a huge mistake playing the last ninjutsu card to not be able to pick this back up and bounce this. That would continue the game, right? Or just bouncing this, so you don't die to a 12-12 lifelink. It's crazy that this late in the game I can still out of nowhere build a 12-12. What turn was this? That is crazy. That's crazy that we can go this long. Our opponent was mana screwed early. We deactivated their commander, which was quite massive. They would have never ran out of cards if we didn't. And they drew, like, every single ninjutsu card possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They drew 8 ninjutsu cards. How many are there? Let's go look. You're actually running more than I would ever run in my version. That was another crazy game, though. Wow. Light-Paws got it going, dude. Man. Crazy. Crazy. I keep saying ninjutsu, I know. It's ninjutsu. You'll have to fight me. Ninjutsu Richan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12. So they drew almost every single one. I seriously doubt they're running this. That wouldn't make a lot of sense, but not impossible. They might not even be running this, actually. So, yeah, they drew almost every single one, save, like, 2. Wait a minute. I counted this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's realistically 11 that you can run in Blue-Black Ninjutsu. And they drew 7? So there was 4 more? That is crazy. That's crazy how many they drew. That's astronomical. The amount of times they could have bounced Brazen Bower over and over would have been crazy, but they just didn't do it. We can always pacify it so it can't swing, and then it can never get picked up because you can't replace it with a ninjutsu card. They also never drew this one, which would bounce my commander. But I guess they can't recur that, right? Unless they ninjutsu a ninjutsu card, which I don't think I've ever seen anyone do before. It's obviously never a great thing to do. This one does not have to hit your opponent, though, so there's something to be said about that. Also, it could just be... There's plenty of this effect. I mean, I'm basically just calling it a removal spell. It's not like anything interesting above and beyond that. But with Brazen Bower, it can just go doo, 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 and then you lose, right? But all right, that would probably be the last game I play. I got the whole range of experiences that I feel like you can get. I had 2 games that were extremely grindy and long, and we won both of them. We won one with Faithbound Judge, and we won the other with Core Spirit Dancer, which is just hilarious. Faith Fetters attacking an opponent's Planeswalker is quite massive. Same with Reprobation. I never found out if Curse of Silence works with Light-Paws. I don't believe it does, so I'm probably going to take it out. I mean, it's still an aura. It still triggers Light-Paws. Maybe it's free. I don't know. I mean, it technically draws a card if your commander's in play. In turn 1, it's not bad. You can shut down like Scythus and Keenan, although I haven't seen those in a minute. We never drew Swords of Plowshares, I don't think. Slayer's Bounty felt good. I think even, yeah, like Slayer's Bounty is probably even better in this deck because it gives you auras, and they matter, which is very uncommon. So that's pretty nice. You have a wider range of cards that are good with this. Mirror Shield felt good in the one grindy game. Eye of Vecna, I don't know. It's kind of like Maze Mind's Tome. You activate it when you have spare mana, and you don't when you don't. Except Eye of Vecna lasts forever. Probably just good enough, especially if we expect the game to go on longer than they kind of have been. God, there's so many cards. Wizards, please, please. I don't like Authority of the Councils. Weird that this is not. Oh, it's an enchantment. It doesn't just curse one person. Why? Where's that card that one player played against us that we beat? Whenever you gain life, put that many counters on enchanted creature. Wasn't it green or white? I thought it was white. Ah, there it is. If you can pull this off, I really didn't know this existed. The fact that this just doubles the creature's size is just weird. Like, for 3 mana, this seems extraordinarily strong. I mean, you have to hit them, but all you really got to do is hit them like twice. Now, it does demand that it has lifelink, right? Is there a way to pull that off consistently? It's a 3 mana aura. It's pretty easy to replace one of these pacifies with it. We probably have too many pacifies, so I'd argue it's kind of just free to at least run. It doesn't even matter what pacify I take out. How do we gain life? We have Squire's Devotion. So one of these instantly gets the other. Right? Yeah. So one of these gets the other. So that's pretty cool. We have Rune of Sustenance. And that is it. Is there another life gain aura? Life link. This is for only one turn, and it costs one less mana, so technically I can cast Light of Promise and then get this. Oh, but it doesn't cast it, though, when you do that, so it actually doesn't work. There's On Serra's Wings, Celestial Mantle. Is it in my deck? Where is it? Oh, this. Yeah, this is the card I was talking about before. 6 mana, you hit them, and you double your life total. This, does that count as life gain? I believe it does. In Duels of the Planeswalkers, I think that counted as life gain. And that's the last time I had played it. It's like in the Johnny's Green-White Aura deck. Gaining that much, it does count as life gain? Okay. Gaining that much life, you know, you're trying to kill your opponent. Like, you're not really trying to defend yourself. You're always trying to put your opponent on the defensive. It is extremely unlikely for you to have to really rely on your life total. Like, look at the game where we played where both of us had a massive creature and we're both getting hit for like 20 a turn. If we ever doubled our life total, it wouldn't have pulled us so far ahead that like it felt good that we're now at like 50 instead of 25. Like it also costs 6 mana, so you'll probably never actually cast it. You know, like you usually kill your opponent before then. And some of these earlier life link auras could potentially gain an insane amount of life, or just enough life that yeah, it's just 6 mana. It's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. Doubling your life total is just not great. Your life total is kind of one of the least relevant. That's one of the things that makes mono white kind of not great. Like, one of your things in white is life gain, and life gain is one of the weakest things you can do in Magic, which is kind of unfortunate, but obviously some cards care about that. Like, oh, you're at 40 life, you win, or, you know, stuff like that. Putting a large pad on your life total could matter. But unless you have like hundreds of life to buy a long, grand amount of time, it's just hard. If you hit your opponent twice with it, I guess you can start just gaining so much life your opponent can never kill you. But that meant you were hitting your opponent with this over and over, so you've probably already won. Like if you hit them twice with a creature with Celestial thing on it, Mantle, you probably just win. So. But yeah, I do like the card. Super dope. I did not know it was in the game. There's probably a reason I have not once seen it. I still like a Johnny because it gets back our 2-mana card draw nonsense creatures. It also gets back some of our protection creatures. The plus is decent as well, and the ultimate can win the game. Like all the abilities are solid, but certainly one of the more uncommon cards I'd expect to bump into in a Light-Paws deck. We never got Dauntless Bodyguard. It would be nice if there was like 1 or 2 more protection spells and not just indestructible spells. Because protection gets around exile, and protection not super good against, like, indestructible's not great against white based removal anyways, and you don't really want to give this protection from white, so you're just kind of soft to white removal. But there isn't that many, right? Like Swords of Plowshare, there's not many. I liked Skyclave Apparition, the one game we played it. The Judge is weird. It can't attack, but I mean, like we saw in that last game, it can just win out of nowhere. Yeah, no, I like it. I like, this is a pretty strong commander. I won a lot of the games. We had games where we could go long and win. We had games, you know, if you like fast games where you think you just can't win, you can just scoot real quick. You know, you kind of get that aggro mindset to you. Curve is super low. The mana base is not complicated. Yeah, I like it. Solid. It can get grindy, and it's fun if this is the thing you're into. I'll probably never play this again, but yeah, I'll call it there. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would or would not play in a Light-Paws deck. Let me know what you agree and disagree with, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.